If you are ready for cozy vibes on a budget, I've got you covered. Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Shannon from TheDailyDIYer.com, and we are making Dollar Tree DIY's easy fall recipes and beautiful fall decor today. All will make your space feel warm and inviting without breaking the bank. I also have tons of free printables for you in this video, but let's dive into the first DIY. And several of them are going to be featuring these awesome lanterns from Dollar Tree, one of my absolute favorite new things that they carry. We're going to start with a small one. It's only $3. We are going to measure the height and the width so we can cut down some of these chopping mats that you can find in the kitchen section at Dollar Tree. So you can use scissors to cut this material, but it is thin enough that you can even take your paper trimmer and it'll cut through the plastic as well. And that'll give you more of a, for sure, straight cut. Not necessary though. You just want to make sure you cut it down so it will inset inside the windows of your lantern. Next, just use some regular good old Scotch tape to attach this to the inside of the lantern. I put a piece at the top and the bottom, and then we're going to flip it over to the front side and add a cute little ghost face. We're going to do that with a black Sharpie marker, just adding 3 ovals for the face. I thought it was a good idea to add the material to the back first and then add the face in so that I could make sure the face would be where I wanted it. But you can always pop this back out, lay it down on your countertop to make it a little bit easier to fill in those ovals. So at the start of this, I cut out 3 rectangles to put on the inside of the lantern. We're going to add 2 more, one on each side, and leave the back open so that way we can add a candle and be able to turn that off and on. So here is the little one, but they do have the larger size lanterns for $5 at Dollar Tree, so you can make a whole set of these ghost lanterns. It would be so cute for your Halloween outdoor and indoor decor. These literally could not be any simpler, only a couple different supplies that you really need to make them. They are mess-free, quick, simple, easy, and affordable, and just the cutest things. So here's what they look like during the daytime, and of course I have to show them at nighttime with those candles flickering inside too. This next lantern, we are going to dress up for fall. So I grabbed one of the bigger ones, the $5 ones, but this works for the smaller ones as well. While you're at Dollar Tree, go ahead and grab a roll of contact paper with a wood finish on it. We're going to make this a combo metal and wood looking lantern that you can use all year long. So what we're going to do is just measure the height of our lantern and cut that out with our scissors. Now you'll peel just half of the paper backing off, not all the way, so it's not all exposed and gets kind of crazy messy as we're wrapping this lantern. So we're going to lay it down on our work surface and lay the lantern down on the side. We want to make sure that the top edge is lined up, not so worried about the bottom, and then press down to make sure the contact paper is making contact with the metal of the lantern, and then use a sharp X-Acto knife to cut off the side and those windows. And now we're going to roll our lantern, kind of pull that paper backing off as we are going, and roll our lantern into the next sticky part and repeat, cutting out that window. So I did have some bubbles happening in that contact paper, so I took my heat gun and my squeegee for my vinyl and just kind of tried to press out any of the bubbles. That didn't work super great, so I actually ended up just going back around and re-lifting the contact paper and relaying it down. It was already in the right place, it just needed to be restuck on in a better way so that we could work the bubbles out as we went around. This contact paper was great enough to cover 3 sides, which is all I needed. I'm not going to see the back side of this, but you can add another piece on there if you want it all the way around. If not, you can skip that, but this is so pretty, isn't it? I just added a candle in here, added my fall decor around it, gave it a really pretty fall vibe. But another thing you can do here to really give it different looks for different seasons is fill the inside of the lantern. So I also had some pine cones, some little mini pumpkins. We're gonna add those into the lantern and just kind of stuff it and give it some, just a totally different look. I like that you can really customize these, and you can use these for Christmas time, add some fairy lights in there, and some pine cones, some greenery, and switch it out depending on the look you're going for. I don't know about you, but fall is my absolute favorite time of year. Cozy sweaters, fun DIY projects, and of course, comforting meals made at home. And just like my DIY projects help me to stretch my budget, HelloFresh makes dinner time easy and affordable without sacrificing flavor. Come into the kitchen with me, I'll show you. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and they just doubled their menu, now offering over 100 recipes every single week. There are bigger portions, twice as many healthy options, and even high protein meals to choose from. And for those nights when I want to hit the easy button, they've got ready-made meals that you can make in just 3 minutes. Instead of stressing over what's for dinner or overspending at the grocery store, HelloFresh delivers everything I need straight to my door. Fresh, pre-portioned, and with step-by-step instructions. It saves me money, cuts food waste, and makes me look like a pro in the kitchen. I often use HelloFresh on busy nights, which has been a lot lately, and it honestly feels just like a treat. Dinner is taken care of, worry-free, quick, easy, and yummy. So if you want to make dinner time as fun and stress-free as your fall projects, take advantage of the new HelloFresh by using my code DailyDIYFM at HelloFresh.com for 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. 1 free meal per box with active subscription, free meals applied as discount on first box, new or returning subscribers only, varied by plan. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today. I'll have a link down in the description box below, or you can use my code DailyDIYFM at HelloFresh.com. HelloFresh makes fall meals cozy, easy, and budget-friendly. The perfect match for the season. And thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Now let's jump back into some cozy fall DIYs. Next fall lantern look is going to be so pretty and so easy at the same time. These are all scaled down to fit inside the smaller $3 lanterns. And I have your first free printable for you for this project. I will have it linked down in the description box below for you, so make sure to check there. You'll click that link, download it to your computer, and then print it off onto vellum paper. I will have that paper linked down below for you, as well as all the other supplies you'll see in today's video. So check there if you have any questions or you're looking for anything. But vellum paper is kind of a see-through, more plasticky kind of paper. So when you print this stained glass off, it's going to be a little bit see-through, so we can put a candle in there and light it up. So just like our cutting boards that we added earlier, we're just going to use some tape and insert the stained glass into each one of the windows. We're going to use a smaller lantern again for this project, but you could totally do this with a bigger one as well. We're going to cut down those plastic cutting boards, make sure they fit on the inside, and then we're going to take these outside and spray paint them orange, so don't put them together yet. What you're going to do is just make sure that you are spray painting on the shiny side, not the matte side, so that way we kind of get a foggy look when we insert these. So go ahead and add a couple coats of this orange spray paint to the back sides of those cutting mats and also to the inside and outside of the lantern. And then same as before, we're going to take our Scotch tape and tape these mats to the inside of the lantern, as we have done over and over in this video, except this time we're turning this lantern into a jack-o'-lantern. So once you get all of those pieces taped to the inside, take your Sharpie marker and go ahead and draw on some cute little jack-o'-lantern faces. You all know that I am obsessed with mason jars, and I'm going to show you some non-toxic ways to make your home smell amazing for fall. I've created this free printable for you. It will be linked down below. So what I've done is just printed that off onto some sticker paper to make it easy to stick onto our mason jars. The thing I love about the Dollar Tree mason jars is it has the slick, smooth side. It does have the measurements on one side, but it makes it easier to apply these stickers and labels onto them with that flat surface. Some mason jars come with the raised bubbled edges of designs and logos. We don't want that. We want the smooth ones for this. So once you get your stickers and your labels cut out, just go ahead and attach them onto each one of the jars. So yes, I'm going to be sharing with you recipes of how to make your own linen spray, dusting spray, and room spray using essential oils. But first, I have another free printable for you. It will be linked down below, and it is basically a recipe card of how to make your own essential oil blends that are going to smell amazing for fall. Now, that's if you have kind of the basic essential oils on hand. You can blend these together to get those scents. But if you don't have those, here's another option. You can actually go to Amazon and they have fall scented essential oils already mixed together for you, and that's what we're going to be using today. So I will have a QR code on the screen for you that will take you straight to the Amazon listing, or I'll have that link down below for you as well. So that way we can just make this even more quick of a process. So let's first make this linen spray that is going to be Harvest Spice scented. But I also want to share with you these awesome spray lids that you can get on Amazon that are made for mason jars. So they come with a straw that's pretty long because you can use these with the bigger size quart mason jars, or you can cut the straws down and they will fit into your smaller pint size, which is what we're going to do today. So we, again, are going to make this Harvest Spice scented, but you can make yours scented whatever you want. But this is such a good fall scent, cozy vibes for sure. And what I also want to mention is I love mason jars because it already has some of the measurements on the side for us. So what we're going to do is add 4 ounces of witch hazel into the bottom of our mason jar. And then we're going to top it off with just regular distilled water. And last but not least, we're going to add 15 drops of that Harvest Spiced essential oil, put our lid on, and just mix it up. Make sure you mix it before you spray it each time so that that essential oil can incorporate. Tighten your lid on there, and you now have made your own linen spray that smells amazing. So of course you can use these on your linens, but you can use them on any kind of textiles. I spray it on my rugs, my curtains, my couches, and just anywhere in the house that will absorb the scent and just make it smell and feel extra cozy in our home. I love the smell of dusting spray, but you're gonna love this smell even more. We're gonna make a apple cider vinegar scented dusting spray. I know, right? So we're gonna start with half a cup of coconut oil, add in half a cup of vinegar, that's gonna be our cleaning agent, and then we're gonna top that off with distilled water. And again, we're gonna use that apple cider essential oil. You're gonna put 30 drops of that into the jar, add your sprayer on top, twist it up, shake it all up, and then you're ready to get cleaning. And if that wasn't enough, we are gonna make some pumpkin pie scented non-toxic room spray. So we are gonna need some rubbing alcohol, of course our essential oil, and then just water. So 3 simple ingredients. We're gonna put 2 ounces of rubbing alcohol into our jar, top it off with that distilled water, and then add 30 drops of pumpkin pie essential oil. So of course, all 3 of these sprays smell amazing. They're gonna make your home smell amazing too. They are also so budget friendly. They're gonna save you money by just using simple ingredients, and they are so quick to make too. So you definitely wanna make sure to check down in the description box below for those essential oils, or you can recreate these with all the essential oils maybe you already have on hand. Switch them up for the different holidays and seasons. And here is a bonus idea using that free printable that I shared with you a little bit ago. So not only is it helpful and useful as a recipe, but you can also use it for art and use it to decorate your home with. And I'm going to show you a really great way to do that. We're going to take a canvas from Dollar Tree and we're going to cut the canvas right off of the frame. And now, since it's kind of got the jagged edges and everything, we're going to take our paper trimmer, cut off those edges so it's got nice straight edges for us. You can also use scissors here. And did you know you can actually put this through your printer? So it's actually going to turn this literally into a canvas piece of art. So there's 2 sides of this canvas. You can pick which side you like best. There's a lighter side and a darker side. And you're going to feed it into your printer, print it off, or print off that free printable on the canvas. Make sure you're picking the right size of canvas that you're loading into your printer, so that way your printer can center it onto the canvas for you. Look at this. It's so amazing, and it's kind of like a little trick and tip that you can use for all kinds of different projects you might want to make. So look how pretty this is though. Lots of great texture on there. We're now going to cut this out. I wanted to kind of distress the edges again. I really like that. I thought that was kind of a really cool foul vibe. So I'm just using some pliers to pull some of the strings out. and distress it a little. You don't have to do this. You could even put this into a picture frame and frame it. You could add a magnet onto the back of it and add it to your refrigerator to have it handy. Lots of different ideas for you, but I hope that kind of inspires you and that free printable gives you some fun crafting. I said at the top of this video that I have tons of free printables for you, and here's another one. This one is a yummy one. They are actually labels that you can insert into the tops of your mason jars or even cut them out and use them as gift tags so you can gift some yummy treats to your friends and family. So I've just printed this off on some thicker cardstock, and we're going to take our scissors and cut out around the circles. So these are those two options I had mentioned, adding them to the top of your mason jar or punching a hole into the side and using them as tags. Totally up to you how you want to do it, or if you want to, you can do both too. So let's put a quick yummy gift together. So you're gonna need a bag of pre-made cookie mix, or you can make your own homemade kind if you want. And what we're gonna do is just pour this bag into your jar. We're gonna top it with some Reese's Pieces, which just have that really fun fall vibe. So dump that onto the top, add your lid, add your tag, and this is ready to go. So here is a tip and trick that I have for you. Use what you have, of course, first, but I always like to look on Pottery Barn's website and get ideas. And I saw this really pretty vignette that they had in front of a window. And I thought, I'm going to try and recreate that. This is a vintage window that I've had for so many years, more than 10 years, out of an old house. That I restored, and the wood vase is from Walmart, and the eucalyptus leaves are from Dollar Tree, if you can believe that, a couple years ago. So keep an eye out. They may have those again this year. Some battery powered candles that I had, some candlesticks from Target, and then off to the other side I added some books. And I found this really, really pretty lantern at Walmart that was under $10. I really like the way this looks once you turn the light on. And then another little glass pumpkin off to the side. So really all I spent here was the $10 on this lantern and made a cute vignette that was really similar to the Pottery Barn vibe. So for me, fall is not adding a lot of stuff. It's adding a lot of texture and then warming up the colors. And I think we did that here, keeping things really simple, but really classy and elegant. If I can find links to the items in this vignette, I will link them down below for you if they are still available, so check there just in case. I feel like candles are what truly cozy up a space for the fall and winter months. And speaking of Pottery Barn, we are going to knock off this terracotta candle from Pottery Barn and save ourselves about $75. So you can find these ceramic pumpkins that are empty at Walmart really, really cheaply. And then I picked up 3 of these glass pillar candles from Dollar Tree. We're going to melt down the wax in those candles, fill it into the Walmart pumpkin, and recreate this look for a lot less. So to melt down the wax, you're going to put your candles into a pot of water. I like to bring it all up to a boil at the same time instead of boiling it and then putting the candles in. I feel like that kind of lessens the risk of breaking any kind of glass. So you want to make sure you bring your water up to a boil. You'll see it starts to melt from the bottom to the top, so be patient. And you just want to make sure you completely melt all that wax down. To get our pumpkin ready, we're going to take a piece of double-sided foam tape, put it in the inside of the pumpkin, and then attach a wick to the bottom. And for the wick, we're actually going to repurpose one of the wicks from our jar candles to save some money. So once your wax melts all the way down, take some tongs and very carefully remove the wick from that candle. Set it off to the side, let it cool, and then you can press the metal base of the wick into that double-sided tape, and you've got a brand new wick ready to go. Excuse the blurriness here, but for purposes, I wanted to show you that if you take a straw or a pencil and wrap the wick around it, that'll hold your wick up straight, so then you can go ahead and start pouring your melted wax into your pumpkin, and our wick is going to stay centered for us. And then I always suggest to save those glass vases because they'll come in handy for some crafting in the future. Now we're going to add our candle scent to the wax because these candles came unscented. They're just plain white wax. Put some drops of essential oil or candle scent in there, mix it around, and then let it cool. I think this turned out so perfectly, and like I said, saved us so much money. This was only about $10 versus $89 from the Pottery Barn version. Here is another natural recipe to make your home smell amazing. I love potpourri, but there's nothing better than your crock pot kind of roasting all day and filling your home with a beautiful scent. We're going to go ahead and cut up some apple slices and some orange slices and add them into a crock pot full of water. Once our apples and oranges are into the crock pot, add some whole cloves, sprinkle on some nutmeg. You can add some cinnamon sticks and a little dash of vanilla. This smells amazing. Put it on low, let it simmer all day, and you can even use this for a few days as long as you continue to add more water. In this next segment, I have a couple fun and cutesy Halloween DIYs to share with you. My birthday is the day before Halloween. I'm a total boo baby, and I love the fun, cutesy side of Halloween. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a couple cutesy and fun Dollar Tree DIYs. So I picked up a couple, or several actually, of these plastic bowls in black and orange, and also this cute jack-o'-lantern cup. So we do need to cut some holes into each one of these plastic bowls. So highly recommend safety first. This is a heavy duty mask that I'm going to be wearing, and we're going to be using a wood burning tool to put the holes in. So as I said, safety first, open some windows, do this in a ventilated space, and we're going to melt down that plastic and put some kind of medium-sized holes into the bottom of each one of the bowls, except for one bowl. One of the larger bowls, we're going to put a hole into the side, which you'll see here in just a second. So as I said, we are going to add a hole into the bottom of one of the larger size bowls because this is going to be the bottom bowl. We want to be able to run lights up through each one of the layers, and this is going to be the starting point. And this cute little guy is going to top it all. So we're going to take the hat off and we're going to add a hole into the bottom of this guy too. And don't forget that big bowl with the hole in the side is going to go on the bottom. We're going to start there and feed our Halloween lights up through this section. And we're going to be stacking these bowls on top of each other and using some E6000 glue to hold it all together. Our next bowl that matches the bottom bowl, we're going to flip upside down, feed those lights through it, and then set it on top of the bottom bowl into that glue. We're going to offset the next one using a smaller decorative bowl as our next layer. So feed the lights through the bottom of that, E6000 that onto the bowl below it, and then again, feed those lights up through the next layer, add your E6000 glue, sandwich, and repeat. So I have stacked mine 4 layers high before now adding my cute little pumpkin head onto the top. Same thing, feed the lights up into it, and then you can glue him down and add his hat on top, and this topiary is ready to go. Here is another free printable for you. I will have this link down below for you as well. I went ahead and printed this file off onto some craft paper, give it more of a rustic look, and then I picked up a black picture frame from Dollar Tree. We're gonna remove the glass from this, cut our design out, glue it onto the back stand of this frame, and then replace it, and it is ready to display. I just didn't want the glass in there, make it look shiny or anything. I wanted it to look more aged, and by removing the glass we were able to get that look. I thought these little spider lights at Dollar Tree were super cute. I love fairy lights. This is a fun take on those. And you know I love mason jars, so we're gonna pair the two together. This is a larger quart-sized mason jar. You're also going to need some glue sticks, and these are super fun. They actually glow in the dark, so I'll link these down below for you. So fun for Halloween, and you'll see the fun effect here when we're done with this project. We're first going to start by taking our little LED lights, putting some batteries in there. You always want to test it out, make sure it's going to work first. And then we're going to take our glow-in-the-dark glue sticks, and on the smooth side of our mason jar, you're going to make a spider web pattern. So to do that, you just make an X, and then you do a vertical stripe, a horizontal stripe in between there, and then you're going to make little U shapes from one to the next. So start in the center and kind of make them a little bit smaller, and then wind your way up to where your little U shapes get bigger. Next, we're going to fill our mason jar with those lights and also some of that spider web material. So kind of pull a big chunk out, stick it down into the mason jar, and you can also add your spider lights down in there too, and it makes it look like you have a jar of spiders. So your spider lights actually have a pretty large battery pack on them, so leave that hanging out the back and then just gently close the jar at the top. That way you can easily still get to the on and off switch to turn your lights off and on, and you just kind of hide and tuck your battery pack behind it so you don't see it. And then yes, if you use some LED lights, it will actually make that glue that we made the spider web with glow, or it will obviously get charged in the light and glow in the dark that way too. I love, 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 love the beaded wreaths at Dollar Tree. They are cheaper there than you will find anywhere else. They have lots of great options. We're going to use this one. It's kind of like some square shaped beads that have a nice pretty fall look to them. So we're going to pair those with some greenery here, just keeping this really, really simple. We don't want to cover up all those beads, so we're just going to wire some eucalyptus onto the bottom there, grab a Dollar Tree pumpkin and add it to the center. Glue that on there. We're going to add a little bit more of some leaves as well, just to kind of help cover up some of the center. And this is ready to go. I love these bead wreaths because you can keep them really, really simple and they look really classy and yet not overdone. So just a fun way to make a cute little beaded wreath. We're going to turn this chipboard cutting board from Dollar Tree into a cute pumpkin. So we're going to cut the top off, remove the sticker from the back, and we're going to work on the back and make this look more like wood. And so I'm going to use the color Truffle chalk paint to completely cover the back side of this cutting board. Now to make this look like a pumpkin, we're going to use some orange chalk paint and kind of messily put it onto the front. We want some of that brown still showing through. We don't want it solid orange. So we're just going to paint the circle at the bottom. The next layer of paint, we're going to add those ridges of our pumpkin and more of a thick pattern, so we get that textured look again, give it some dimension. And we are leaving that top handle brown, so it looks like the stem of a pumpkin. Now we're going to use some vinyl to cut out the face. You could use paint, you could use a chalk marker if you wanted to. If you have a vinyl cutting machine, you could cut out a jack-o'-lantern face. Or if you don't have a vinyl machine, you still want to use vinyl, use scissors. That works just as good. It basically turns into a sticker that you just peel the backing off and stick onto your cutting board. And then I saved the raffia bow from the front, peeled it off there, and stuck it onto the top of the pumpkin just to give it a little bit more embellishment. We're going to add some jute to the top as well, and just add whatever you want. You could add some leaves, you could decorate it up a little bit more if you wanted to, but a cute little addition to your kitchen cutting board collection. When I saw these kind of sign/rolling pens, I bought several of them because I knew I could revamp these to different seasons and holidays. But this one, we're gonna keep fall. It says Hello Pumpkin on the front. We're just gonna take a small drill some tiny little holes into the bottom, and screw some cup hooks into those holes to make a little hanging arrangement. Now you could put a sawtooth picture hanger onto the back to be able to hang this up with, or you can take some jute, tie it onto the handles, tie a little knot at the top, and you can use that to hang this with as well. And look how cute this is, so simple. I added my measuring spoons on here, a cute little way to make something cute for your kitchen, and it also becomes useful so you can grab those measuring spoons easy and quick. Now they have these little mini beaded wreaths each year, and I saw some new ones this year that I thought were really cute too, so keep an eye out. This is from last year. So what we're gonna do is just use them as napkin rings. It's so easy to do. Take your cloth napkin and just push your beaded wreath down onto it, arrange the decorative element on the front, and then I thought I would show you a few different ways and styles of each one of these napkin rings. I am quickly finding out how expensive pillows have gotten, and I love my decorative pillows, especially to change them out for holidays and seasons. So instead, we're gonna save some money for this outdoor pillow. This is a burlap bag from Dollar Tree. We're gonna cut it up, take the handles off, cut the front and the back off, and we're gonna turn it into a pillow. So one side we cut off, we're gonna flip upside down, and the other one we're going to stack on top of it, front side up. And you may not have known, but they actually do have fabric glue sticks. I do not like to sew, so this was an amazing invention that I 100% appreciate, because we're just gonna glue the sides of this together. I will definitely make sure to link these glue sticks down in the description box below, because if you don't like to sew either, you're gonna need these. I use them all the time. So we've just glued 3 of the sides of this pillow together. I'm going to take a pencil and just write the word cozy onto the front, and then I'm going to take some white string and we're going to hot glue that onto the front over our pencil marks. So you could do this with a couple different things the Dollar Tree carries. They have different kinds of rope, they have yarn. I'm going to be using macrame cord. It's just a little bit thinner and it's going to hold up great for us outside. So again, I'm going to be using my fabric hot glue sticks to go over those pencil marks and just a little at a time add the rope into the letters. And then we're just going to stuff our pillow with some batting. And now here's my tip and trick for that I've done for more than 10 years. I'll go to Walmart and I'll pick their cheapest pillow that they've got, which are around $3, and use that as stuffing instead of going to the craft section, because those bags of stuffing are way more expensive. So use that tip and trick for yourself, save some money. But look how cute this pillow is, from a Dollar Tree tote bag into a fall themed pillow. Fall and s'mores, s'mores and fall. They just go together, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to make a big batch of s'mores. We're going to grab a foil pan and some large and small marshmallows from Dollar Tree. You're also going to need some foil, some chocolate chips, of course. You need those graham crackers, and we are going to start by crunching up all of those graham crackers and pouring them into the bottom of our pan. The next layer are your mini marshmallows. So cover up those graham crackers, add a layer of your chocolate chips in there, add another layer of the mini marshmallows on top, some more chocolate chips, and then also you're going to add some of those larger marshmallows on top here and there. And then you'll cover this with foil. You can put this in the oven or you can take it out to your grill. We always try to use the grill if it's hot, and it has been. So this is the perfect time to do this. We're gonna set it about 350 degrees, let it cook for 15 minutes, and that's it. This is ready to go. Set out some graham crackers off to the side, and it makes a perfect s'mores dip. This next idea is so easy. Dollar Tree has some really great pumpkins if you weed through them. Some of them are, I don't know, they look really weird, but they do have some good ones. So dig through those bins and find the ones that look the most realistic. We're gonna pair those with some big old pine cones, put them into an existing lantern. You can even add some fairy lights in here, and this looks so pretty for your fall decor, whether you use this indoors or out. I love these cute little teeny tiny acorns Dollar Tree has. We're going to use them as an embellishment and add some mini pine cones onto a Dollar Tree tray. Tuck in some pumpkins and those little acorns in there. You can also add some fairy lights and make a really cute and easy tabletop decor piece, centerpiece. And those fairy lights I feel like are just like candles. They add that glow, they add that fall vibe, and make everything extra cozy. Don't forget to use my coupon code DailyDIYFM at HelloFresh.com to snag that HelloFresh deal. I'll have that link down in the description box below for you. And if you made it to the end of this video, leave me a pumpkin emoji down in the comments below. And if you could, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new, because I bring you brand new DIY videos here every single week that you don't want to miss. Wishing everyone a super fun and cozy fall season. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a creative day.